Welcome back, everybody, and today we're talking about Blake Stone again. This time we're looking at Aliens of Gold. This is the first of the two games in the Blake Stone franchise, and we already talked about the second one, so we can go ahead and talk about this one. This is another, early 90s game, 93. Old school, feels kind of like Duke Nukem 3D or Doom or Wolfenstein. So it's pretty good feeling. It feels good. It feels about how you would expect out of a game from the early 90s that is also a shooter. It's from classic Apogee, the 3D Realms lad. So, it's $5, just like the other one. What can you do for $5? You can play some Blake Stone. If you get 10, you can play them both. But this one is definitely the first. I would start here. I would definitely start here if you're trying to get the story of our boy Blake, because yeah. Otherwise, you're just gonna be. I mean, I don't know, because when I started the other one, I hadn't played this one before, and when it came down to the storyline stuff, it didn't seem like that really mattered all that much. Like it honestly kind of carried itself in a way that felt a lot like, oh well, you can just do this. You can just jump right on into this with no prior experience whatsoever, and you won't be lost or anything. I think like that's the beauty of games like this. They're written ambiguously enough that it's like, if you've played this one, then in the other one you'll kind of have an idea of what's going on. But if you haven't played this one and you play the other one, you should be all right. Like you should be able to pick up enough that it feels like its own story and it's fine. Which is pretty sick, if you ask me. But these classic shooters all feel pretty good, honestly. I mean, of course they control like ass compared to today's standards. Um, and they're definitely hard, but I think that they're a good time. I think that they've got an absolute charm about them, and the game's got positive reviews, so it would appear that at least 36 other people agree with me. Well, some amount of those 36 people anyway. That said, this game is also involved in like a bundle that I received a few years ago. I imagine it's like a humble bundle thing, but this humble bundle thing, if I could ever say it, it's like they design it to fucking roll off the tongue, and at the same time, it kind of is like a tongue twister to me for some reason. But anyway, a long while ago, I was gifted a 3D Realms Humble Bundle pack, and it had this and the Duke Nukem games and stuff like that. So I'm not sure what that costed, but it had like the first three Duke Nukem games, and then it had both of the Blake Stone games. It had Death Rally, another game that we've done. It had Balls of Steel, another game that we've done. And that's just out of the games that I'm thinking of off the top of my head. There was a huge amount of games in this bundle. And this might actually be where I got Super 3D Noah's Ark from. Honestly, is that bundle. But yeah, it's something, man. It's something. So honestly, I don't have, again, like a huge amount of stuff to say. Like you're a generically attractive white guy doing doing protagonist shit, fighting aliens and stuff. Like it's fine. It's a wonderfully 90s experience. Like that's just all there is to say about it. It's a wonderfully 90s experience. So, and I think that really that's all there is to say about this game, honestly. So, yeah. With that said, though, a minor channel update here. I decided yesterday because I'd been having issues with my computer. My graphics card has been on and off crashing. Like it hasn't really cut into productivity all that much lately, but like that long period that I wasn't doing any videos was absolutely caused by it, and it was an issue that I was just having no no luck solving. So everything was pointing towards bad drivers, but it could have also been an overheating issue. So in order to combat that possibility that it was indeed an overheating issue, I've gone ahead and gotten a new case for my computer, but one that offers considerably better airflow and more fans. So I rebuilt my computer, and yeah, with any luck, this should solve the issue. Cause that issue has definitely, it hasn't like, as far as like being on the receiving end of the videos, it hasn't cut into anything for you guys since that big break, but it has definitely like kind of thrown me off my game. Like I'll go to start recording, and then the graphics card will crash halfway through, you know, and then I'll have to start a new recording, or whatever. And like it's rough because like with Dark Souls, for example, since I'm proper playing through that, and the game auto saves every time you fucking fart. You gotta, every time you fart, blink or breathe, the game auto saves. And like you gotta, I got one shot to record something in that game. Like if I go to record, and let's say I'm going to fight the Capra Demon. I think he's next on the list anyway. So let's say that we're doing that, and then like I beat the Capra Demon, and find out that like my recording wasn't on or something, something dumb, or like the file gets corrupted or whatever. Then my options are to just like kind of trudge along forward and explain what happened to the footage for that episode, or I'd have to start a brand new game just to get up to that point, just to record that boss fight. Which, in the case of the Capra Demon, is not that big of a deal. But like, what with me working my day job, my normal job, I time is a little bit more of a luxury than I would like. So I prefer to spend it, doing stuff for you guys. But like at the end of the day, I only have so much of it. So something that causes me a backup that is that big, where I'd have to play Dark Souls all the way up to a certain point. I have to knock that all out like in the middle of the night or something, just to get up to the point where I would be recording from. So, but yeah, there's just a little update letting you guys know what's going on over here in behind the scenes land. So the new computer or the old computer has a new case with a couple new fans. They're higher quality fans. I think I plugged one of the fans into the wrong thing, the wrong node on the motherboard or something, because it is going full hot rod at all times. But that's fine, whatever. It's a little louder, but it also appears to be staying cooler overall, so like I'll take it. Like, yeah. But anyway, thanks for joining me on this journey. For those of you who stuck through all the tech bullshit, thank you guys for sticking around. I know there's some tech nerds out there. If you're a tech nerd and you're interested in all this kind of stuff, hit me up, in the comments section down below. Maybe we can talk about computers and stuff. What kind of computer are you playing, bro? What kind of graphics cards you got? What kind of frames you rate, huh? Or maybe you're a console gamer and you don't like PC gaming for this reason or that reason, or maybe you're a console gamer who's curious to get into PC gaming or something. Whatever it is. Let's meet up down in the comments and talk about it. Let's talk about what it is that you like about your medium of gaming and what you don't like about the mediums you don't use. So, on that note, I will fucking see you later.